Alright, hello. Thought I would update you guys while I had a minute. The tank is fully cycled. This is the 60-gallon, kind of a reminder from last time. I don't know how many people actually watched the video. I haven't been on in a while. But, here we go. Here's my fish in their new home. We've got a male right there. The babies are starting to become sexually immature. This back here is actually the largest of the babies, and it is a female. She has recently come into that time of her life where she's going to be getting bred and having babies. She's actually pregnant right now. She's not very far. She's not too big yet. But this yellow guy is the daddy. So the cycling on this tank took about 1 week. I went and had the water tested, and it is really good. It's well within the parameters for what's acceptable for fresh water. I am going to be getting an algae treatment. I mean, you can see it's already starting to build up on there, and actually this thing is not supposed to be as dark as what it is. That's all algae on there. This one is starting to pick up a little algae too. But I'm going to be looking into algae treatments for this tank, and actually the other one too, which I will show you how that one looks in a minute. The last video, it was disgustingly dirty. But we are also going to be looking into getting probably a couple of pearl gourami, and I'm thinking, you know, a couple of plecos, maybe the rubber lips since they run a little smaller. But this is how the tank looks now. It's fully cycled and ready to go. And give me just a minute and I will show you how the other one looks now that it's actually clean, because last time it was relatively disgraceful. But alrighty, give me a second. Alright, here is the 20-gallon. You know, I just realized that you guys don't actually have to wait in between tanks, so when I say wait a second, I probably sound pretty stupid. In this area here, I've got a couple of plants planted, and they have not sprouted yet. I just planted them yesterday. But over here, I've got a water onion, which is kind of foggy. Hold on. There you go. It's a water onion. I don't know. It should bloom within a month, thereabout. I've got things planted all around in here, actual live plants. It actually looks pretty nice now. I went and did a 50% water change and used my my gravel vacuum. But last time I showed you guys, it was pretty disgusting up here too. All I did for this was just take a slightly abrasive sponge with no soap or anything like that, because it's bad for the fish to have that around them, and just kind of gave it a light scrub, and it's all much better now. Let's see. Up underneath here, this thing was horrible, and now it's relatively acceptable. It's got some hard calcium buildup. I've got to find something that I can use to get it off of there with. But, yeah, so probably this coming weekend, we're going to go and grab a couple of the larger size gouramis. The dwarf gouramis tend to be a little bit less healthy and more easily killed by illnesses and ick and things like that, so I'm just not going to go that route again. I got a couple of, I had a blue dwarf gourami and then the red and blue colored one. I don't remember what that one's called. But they both died from ick within 3 days of me buying them from PetSmart. So just my best advice on that would be not to go with PetSmart or Petco to get your fish, just because they are in tanks that have a connected filtration system. If you get ick in one tank, you get ick in all the tanks. But this tank is going to be the quarantine tank until I have the stock that I want in the 60-gallon. And then it's probably gonna have just some kind of dinky little fish that doesn't have, you know, many babies or anything like that, so it'll be easier to maintain. I'm probably gonna when my son gets a little older, move it into his room. But yep, so I will update you guys once we get the fish that are going to go into this tank to be quarantined, and if there's any kind of illness or anything, I'll show you how I take care of them. But alrighty.